Proverbs chapter 8, the Passion Translation. Subheader: Wisdom Calling. Can't you hear the voice of wisdom? From the top of the mountains of influence, she speaks into the gateways of the glorious city. At the place where pathways merge, at the entrance of every portal, there she stands, ready to impart understanding, shouting aloud to all who enter, preaching her sermon to those who will listen. I am calling to you, sons of Adam, yes, and to you, daughters, as well. Listen to me, and you will be prudent and wise. For even the foolish and feeble can receive an understanding heart that will change their inner being. The meaning of my words will release within you revelation for you to reign in life. My lyrics will empower you to live by what is right, for everything I say is unquestionably true. And I refuse to endure the lies of lawlessness. My words will never lead you astray. All the declarations of my mouth can be trusted. They contain no twisted logic or perversion of the truth. All my words are clear and straightforward to everyone who possesses spiritual understanding. If you have an open mind, you will receive revelation knowledge. My wise correction is more valuable than silver or gold. The finest gold is nothing compared to the revelation knowledge I can impart. Wisdom is so priceless that it exceeds the value of any jewel. Nothing you could wish for can equal her. For I am wisdom, and I am shrewd and intelligent. I have at my disposal living understanding to devise a plan for your life. Wisdom pours into you when you begin to hate every form of evil in your life, for that's what worship and fearing God is all about. Then you will discover that your pompous pride and perverse speech are the very ways of wickedness that I hate. Subheader: The Power of Wisdom. You will find true success when you find me, for I have insight into wise plans that are designed just for you. I hold in my hands living understanding, courage, and strength. I empower kings to reign and rulers to make laws that are just. I empower princes to rise and take dominion, and generous ones to govern the earth. I will show my love to those who passionately love me, for they will search and search continually until they find me. Unending wealth and glory come to those who discover where I dwell. The riches of righteousness and a long, satisfying life will be given to them. What I impart has greater worth than gold and treasure, and the increase I bring benefits more than a windfall of income. I lead you into the ways of righteousness to discover the paths of true justice. Those who love me gain great wealth and a glorious inheritance, and I will fill their lives with treasures. Subheader: Wisdom is the beginning. In the beginning I was there, for God possessed me even before He created the universe. From eternity past I was set in place before the world began. I was anointed from the beginning, before the ocean depths were poured out, and before there were any glorious fountains overflowing with water. I was there, dancing. Even before one mountain had been sculpted or one hill raised, I was already there, dancing. When He created the earth, the fields, even the first atom of dust, I was already there. When He hung the tapestry of the heavens and stretched out the horizon of the earth, when the clouds and skies were set in place, and the subterranean fountains began to flow strong, I was already there. When He set in place the pillars of the earth and spoke the decrees of the seas, commanding the waves so that they wouldn't overstep their boundaries, I was there, close to the Creator's side, as his master artist. Daily he was filled with delight in me, as I playfully rejoiced before him. I laughed and played, so happy with what he had made, while finding my delight in the children of men. Subheader: Wisdom worth waiting for. So listen, my sons and daughters, to everything I tell you, for nothing will bring you more joy than following my ways. Listen to my counsel, for my instruction will enlighten you. You'll be wise not to ignore it. If you wait at wisdom's doorway, longing to hear a word for every day, joy will break forth within you as you listen for what I'll say. For the fountain of life pours into you every time that you find me. And this is the secret of growing in the delight and the favor of the Lord. But those who stumble and miss me will be sorry they did, for ignoring what I have to say will bring harm to your own soul. Those who hate me are simply flirting with death. Proverbs chapter 8, Amplified Translation. Subheader: The Commendation of Wisdom. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? On the top of the heights beside the way, where the paths meet, wisdom takes her stand. Beside the gates at the entrance to the city, at the entrance of the doors she cries out, "To you, O men, I call, and my voice is directed to the sons of men. O you naive or inexperienced, who are easily misled, understand prudence and seek astute common sense. And O you, close-minded, self-confident fools, understand wisdom, seek the insight and self-discipline that leads to godly living. Listen, for I will speak excellent and noble things, and the opening of my lips will reveal right things. For my mouth will utter truth, and wickedness is repulsive and loathsome to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, upright in right standing with God. There is nothing contrary to truth or perverted, or nor crooked in them. They are all straightforward to him who understands, with an open and willing mind, and right to those who find knowledge and live by it. Take my instruction rather than seeking silver, and take knowledge rather than choicest gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all desirable things cannot compare with her. I, godly wisdom, reside with prudence, good judgment, moral courage, and astute common sense, and I find knowledge and discretion. The reverent fear and worshipful awe of the Lord includes the hatred of evil, pride and arrogance in the evil way, and the perverted mouth I hate. Counsel is mind, and sound wisdom. I am understanding, power, and strength are mine. By me kings reign, and rulers decide and decree justice. By me princes rule, and nobles, all who judge and govern rightly. I love those who love me, and those who seek me early and diligently will find me. Riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth, and righteousness, right standing with God. My fruit is better than gold, even pure gold, and my yield is better than choicest silver. I, wisdom, continuously walk in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of justice, that I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth and true riches, and that I may fill their treasuries. The Lord created me and possessed me at the beginning of his way, before his works of old were accomplished. From everlasting I was established and ordained. From the beginning, before the earth existed, I, godly wisdom, existed. When there were no ocean depths, I was born. When there were no fountains and springs overflowing with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills, I was born. while he had not yet made the earth and the fields, or the first of the dust of the earth. When he established the heavens, I, wisdom, was there. When he drew a circle upon the face of the deep. When he made firm the skies above. When the fountains and springs of the deep became fixed and strong. When he set for the sea its boundary, so that the waters would not transgress the boundaries set by his command. When he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside him as a master craftsman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always, rejoicing in the world, his inhabited earth, and having my delight in the sons of men. Now therefore, O sons, listen to me, for blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired are they who keep my ways. Heed, pay attention to instruction and be wise, and do not ignore or neglect it. Blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at my doorposts. For whoever finds me, wisdom, finds life, and obtains favor and grace from the Lord. But he who fails to find me or sins against me injures himself. All those who hate me love and court death. Proverbs chapter 8, New Living Translation. Subheader: Wisdom calls for a hearing. Listen as wisdom calls out. Hear as understanding raises her voice. On the hilltop along the road, she takes her stand at the crossroads, by the gates at the entrance to the town. On the road leading in, she cries aloud, I call to you, to all of you. I raise my voice to all people. You simple people, use good judgment. You foolish people, show some understanding. Listen to me, for I have important things to tell you. Everything I say is right, for I speak the truth, and detest every kind of deception. My advice is wholesome. There is nothing devious or crooked in it. My words are plain to anyone with understanding, clear to those with knowledge. Choose my instruction rather than silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with it. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Common sense and success belong to me. Insight and strength are mine. Because of me, kings reign, and rulers make just decrees. Rulers lead with my help, and nobles make righteous judgments. I love all who love me. Those who search will surely find me. I have riches and honor, as well as enduring wealth and justice. My gifts are better than gold, even the purest gold. My wages better than sterling silver. I walk in righteousness, in paths of justice. Those who love me inherit wealth. I will fill their treasuries. The Lord formed me from the beginning. Before he created anything else, I was appointed in ages past at the very first, before the earth began. I was born before the oceans were created, before the springs bubbled forth their waters, before the mountains were formed. Before the hills I was born, before he had made the earth and the fields and the first handfuls of soil. I was there when he established the heavens, when he drew the horizon on the oceans. I was there when he set the clouds above, when he established springs deep in the earth. I was there when he set the limits of the seas, so they would not spread beyond their boundaries. And when he marked off the earth's foundations, I was the architect at his side. I was his constant delight, rejoicing always in his presence. and how happy I was with the world he created, how I rejoiced with the human family. And so, my children, listen to me. For all who follow my ways are joyful. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Don't ignore it. Joyful are those who listen to me, watching for me daily at my gates, waiting for me outside my home. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. But those who miss me injure themselves. All who hate me love death.